Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a small, peaceful village where the hero of our tale lived.
I don't want to be a hero.
What?
I have something else in mind.
Oh no. No. You don't get to be a bard again. I'm still in therapy from session 5 with that dragon.
Hey, I rolled a 20.
I know, and I'll never forgive you for that. Fine. What do you want to be?
Dracula.
Dracula.
Yes.
There goes 20 hours of prep work. I hate you so much right now. Alright, roll dice.
Thank you for watching 1v1 me DM. Hope you enjoyed our Halloween special from last year. Be sure to follow for monthly new episodes.
Our story begins in a peaceful village where an old friend awakens just in time for the local village's celebration of Halloween. On a hilltop on the outskirts of the village stands an old eerie castle. In the keep, a coffin creaks open and a pale figure arises.
Igor!
Right behind you, master.
Ah! Don't scare me like that. You'll scare me half to death.
As you wish, master. Did you have a pleasant bat nap?
Ah, yes. I dreamed the whole world bowed before me, and the Helsing line was no more. How long was I asleep for, Igor?
Not long, master. Only 100 years. And you woke up just in time for your favorite holiday. Halloween.
Ah, Halloween! The anniversary of the first Dracula becoming a vampire. The night we always remind the people why they should live in fear of me.
About that, sir. During your nap, the villagers began a new festival to celebrate Halloween. It's not quite how you remember.
What? How dare they desecrate our most sacred tradition?
Dracula walks over to the window, looks out at the town, and notices something strange.
Why are they all dressed up as monsters?
Yes, master. That is the new tradition. The children dress up as monsters and go around the village asking for candy. The castle is one of their favorite stops now.
Igor, have you been giving candy to the children at the castle door while I slept?
Yes, master. The whole village gives candy. If we didn't, it would be suspicious.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. Wait, how'd they get past the hellhounds guarding the door?
Well, the children love dogs and seem to have confused the hellhounds for them. They bring treats and toys and have thoroughly tamed them.
Traitors. I will deal with them after I've reminded the town why. Hello. Who is that?
Ah, that would be the butcher's daughter, my lord.
Igor, grab my cloak! I am going to town to meet her.
Why, master?
To make her my vampire bride, of course!
Excellent idea, master. I'm sure that will go well. What cloak would you like to take?
It's a very important decision. I believe cloak number 13 will suit me just fine.
Great choice as always, master.
I leave the castle and I head to town.
As Dracula steps out of the castle, he forgets that he can't step out into direct sunlight and lights on fire. Whoosh.
It burns!
From inside the castle, a pot of water is thrown onto Dracula, extinguishing the flames, and Igor steps out. Your umbrella, master.
Thank you.
Honeydale is a small, peaceful Victorian village in the middle of nowhere, Transylvania. The town is bustling as the merry peasants prepare for their beloved holiday of spookery and sugar. The children, already in costumes, run to and fro, trying to find any shopkeepers willing to give them sweets before nightfall. The butcher's daughter stands outside the shop, hanging decorations on the outside of the shop and sneaking small candies to the children as they come by, much to her father's annoyance.
I walk towards her.
Good afternoon.
The daughter turns around to face you.
A little old to be dressed up, aren't you? And, your ear is smoking.
I reach up subtly and tap it out.
Ah, yes, it's part of the costume. Candle wax, you see? We haven't been introduced. I am new to the area. Pleased to meet you.
Alright, I'm gonna need you to roll charisma with disadvantage.
Why? I'm Dracula. He's literally famous for charisma and seduction, man.
Yes, but you're standing in sunlight, your clothes are wet and burned, and you smelled like burned garlic.
Fine. 9.
And let's see, with your charisma modifier of -2?
I wanted more dex.
Alright, well, that means you rolled a 7. Yeah, she ain't feeling it, Chief.
It's nice to see a new face. We don't get many like you here, Mr.
Count Dracula.
She glances at the castle and then looks back at you.
I see. Unfortunately, I don't have time for make-believe. I must get back to work hanging the decoration for tonight. Nice meeting you, Dracula.
She turns back to the shop, but is interrupted by a small child dressed up as a werewolf, which almost looks too real. She turns to the child and hands him a small bit of candy before returning to work. The child runs off, tail wagging.
I don't think she believes me. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the werewolf pups from the forest. Stupid Halloween, ruining my holiday. Why, if this was the old way, she would not have treated me this way. I must stop this holiday.
I return to the castle and go to the Bat Lab.
Wait a minute. What happened to not doing Batman?
I'm Dracula. I'm the OG Batman.
Inside the... We're not really calling this the Bat Lab, are we?
Yes, we are.
Ugh, you don't pay me enough for this. Inside the... Bat Lab, Dracula and Igor work diligently with Wilson, taking notes.
I've done it, Igor. My masterpiece. With this potion,
I hold up the glass bottle.
I will destroy this false Halloween and restore it to its former glory. The night shall once again be full of terror.
You've improved, Master. It only took you 6 hours to make it. And only 3 explosions this time. Igor turns to Wilson. And you are okay, my friend. The word yes appears on the ash-covered whiteboard.
Come, Igor. The night is here, and we have guests to deliver candy to.
Halloween has arrived, and the children sprinted to their favorite stop on the night of many years. The old airy castle on the top of the hill. Thanks to me. Don't interrupt me. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the old castle on top of the hill. Much to their parents' hypocritical disapproval, the children knocked loudly on the door.
I open the door and I greet the children, holding a large green bowl of candy that I poured the potion over.
Ah, hello, children. Happy Halloween.
You're not Igor? Yeah, where's Igor? We want Igor! We want Igor!
Shut up. Do you want your candy or not?
Did Igor make it?
Yes. This is all Igor's homemade candy that you all love so much.
My character says through gritted teeth.
The children accept this and all immediately start eating the candy. Pause. Okay, 1 second. One sec, I need to look something up real quick. What's your alchemy proficiency again?
It's maxed.
How? How did you just start the zombie apocalypse with candy?
Science!
Suddenly, the children's eyes started glowing green. Drool flowed from their mouths and started to groan. Candy. Need candy. Must eat candy.
Yes, consume all the candy, my minions. Leave no house untouched. Consume it all for me.
Okay, roll for initiative.
What?
Roll for initiative.
They aren't under my control?
Nope. Congrats, you started this. Now roll.
Ha! 18, I win. Dracula rushes inside the castle, and I use my action to slam the door shut behind him, and as my bonus action, I brace it.
Just as Dracula slams the bar into position, the door is slammed hard enough that Dracula almost bounces off of it. How goes the perfect plan, Master?
Igor! It all goes according to plan.
Dracula is interrupted by the door exploding into splinters behind him, throwing him forward in a shower of wood to the ground. I told you not to include the strength enhancer, Master. The Zandies? Really?
Hey, my potion, my name.
Ah, fair enough. The Zandies rush into the castle, eyes shining in the dark and drool splashing on the stone floor. All right, I need you to give me a dex roll.
Pass.
I would recommend running, Master.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
I turn, and I run down the hall as fast as I can.
All right, give me another dex roll.
Oh, sh!
The Zandies catch up to Dracula and tackle him. So, how's that extra dex working for you?
Bite me.
Hearing the challenge offered, the Zandi werepup beat Dracula on the rear end.
Not you!
Oh, children! Igor holds up a large bowl of candy he made for the children before Dracula woke up this afternoon. All the Zandies stopped and turned to him.
Igor's candy!
Fetch, children! Igor throws the bowl out the hole that once was a door, and the children race after it. They're gone, Master. You can get up off the floor now.
Those kids are lucky I wasn't using my full strength on them. Ow. Another plan perfectly accomplished.
As you say, Master. I'll go draw your bath now so you can clean up. Away from the castle in the village of Honeydale, the Zandies wreaked havoc on the town for the rest of the night, eating all of the candy, sweets, and downing bags of sugar as a dwarf does ale. Luckily, Dracula's potion only lasted until the next morning, but the sugar that the children consumed did not disappear with the rising of the sun. They stayed awake, continuing to wreak havoc for 3 days straight, much to the horror of their parents and glee of their grandparents. Many wondered what had caused the outbreak of the Zandies. However, many of the villagers whispered in the dead of night, behind closed doors, that it was the best Halloween ever.
Next year I shall have my revenge on those little monsters. I'm going to take my bath nap now. Don't tell Igor my perfect plan failed.
He doesn't know that I already know that the plan failed, does he? Not a clue. In a nearby village, unbeknownst to Dracula and Igor, a certain individual receives a letter that reads, Dracula has returned. Is that what I sounded like? That must have been some real nasty rotgut I was drinking at the time. I don't even remember it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Now what are you doing here? It's the intermission. Go get a snack and a drink. Go use the bathroom as well. And this podcast is sponsored by no one. We're too small for a sponsor. Now, Curse of the Wereturkey, the next episode starts now. The townsfolk of Honeydale prepare for their annual harvest festival, but up in the castle, evil mischief stirs.
Plan number 42. I shall turn myself into a cat and get adopted by the butcher's daughter so I can learn all her secrets. Then, I will use them to make her fall in love with me. What do you think, Wilson?
The words, "not your worst idea," appear on the whiteboard.
It's true, Wilson. Most of my ideas are brilliant.
As Dracula says this, Igor enters the room holding a tray. Your tea, sir.
I take a sip.
This is amazing, Igor. What new flavor is this?
Pumpkin spice, sir. It is very popular with the locals. I also added some blood for you.
Fascinating. I'm not quite familiar with this blood. What is it?
Turkey, sir.
'Tis the season, I suppose.
You're thinking Christmas, sir. This week is the Harvest Festival. Christmas needs to wait its turn.
The Harvest Festival. The time when all the villagers celebrate what they are thankful for with a big feast. That I'm never invited to.
Alright, I walk to the window to look out at the town.
Igor, where are my binoculars?
I'm not sure, master. I will look for them. Here's your black glass in the meantime.
Really? Bat glass? It's a freaking spyglass with bat wings taped to the side. Bartender, another ale. And keep them coming.
I look through the spyglass into town.
Dracula looks through the glass. He sees the town of Honeydale alive, with the townsfolk setting up decorations for the festival. A glint of light catches his eyes, and he sees the werepup with his binoculars in his mouth.
Never mind, Igor. I found them.
Dracula stops suddenly as he notices the werepup glaring back at him, almost as if he could sense Dracula speaking ill of him.
That werepup scares me.
I look back again.
Give me a perception roll.
Alright. 18.
On top of the townsfolk preparing for the festival, Dracula notices the butcher's daughter exiting her father's shop and beginning to walk down the main street.
I believe this is the perfect time to explore the Harvest Festival and gather more information on my future bride-to-be.
Excellent idea, master. She will need to know you exist before she falls in love with you. Don't forget your umbrella this time. We don't need you to be catching on fire again.
I take my umbrella and go to town to explore the Harvest Festival and learn more about the butcher's daughter.
As Dracula walks through the town, he takes in the sights and smells of the festival preparations. After a few minutes of walking, he finally finds the butcher's daughter.
I approach the butcher's daughter to greet her.
Good afternoon, milady.
Oh, hello again. Dracula, wasn't it? Haven't seen you for some time.
As the butcher's daughter says this, a rugged figure walks by, cigar in mouth, and immediately grabs her attention.
Oh, hello, Van. How are you today?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm fine. How are ye?
I'm doing quite well, thank you. I see you are getting ready to go on the annual harvest hunt.
Yes, it's an exciting tradition, and quite dangerous. The wilds are full of creatures. I've promised to bring back the biggest turkey for the town.
Hope you get a big bird with your strong arms,
She says as she bats her eyes.
We apologize for this terrible writing due to the writer's strike. Now back to the show. The butcher's daughter takes Van by the arm and continues to talk to him as they head to the edge of town.
Am I being ignored?
Would you like to make a perception check?
No, I don't need to. I know when a girl's ignoring me. I have extensive experience in this matter.
Me too.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Oi, nerds, stop being depressing. If I wanted that, I'd go talk to any of my exes. Now, back to the paler nerd failing at romance. You'd think after 600 years he'd be better at this.
Achoo! Was someone talking about me? Ah! They must have been terrified by my return. So, she wants a big bird, does she? Very well. I shall give the hunters the last turkey they shall ever see!
I turn into a bat and fly back to the castle to the bat lab.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It is the fastest mode of travel for me.
It would also set you on fire. Again.
Oh, right. Sunlight. Umbrella. I need a bat-sized umbrella. A batbrella.
Can I unalive him?
No, I need him for the content.
We can find another pale nerd. They're not exactly in short supply.
No, Bat Dwarf, don't make me get the spray bottle.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me.
Fine, nerd. Back at the Bat Lab. Ugh, I still hate that name.
I've done it, Igor! Another masterpiece!
Because the last one worked perfectly, Master.
Exactly. It worked perfect.
Should we not test it first, Master?
Yes. Grab a turkey.
Sir, we only brought the one turkey from town. Maybe we should test it on something else first.
Ah, yes. Good point, Igor.
I look around the lab and slowly eye Wilson with a creepy smile. I take the syringe in hand and stab the whiteboard with it. Dirty 12.
Okay, what's the AC of a magic whiteboard again?
Oi, you nerds don't know this? It's 2.
Wait, where does it say that?
Monster Guide 3rd edition, page 34, by Mages of the Beach.
What? We're not doing 3rd edition, we're doing 5th.
Wait, why go 3rd to 5th? That doesn't make sense.
Because the 4th doesn't exist.
That still doesn't make...
Hey. The 4th doesn't
exist.
If you three are done, Dracula has already stabbed Wilson, and, well, see for yourself.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Wilson begins to rock back and forth violently. Suddenly he begins to change. Dracula and Igor watch in shock and awe as before them, Wilson, the whiteboard, has grown... cat ears and a tail? What?
I step back.
See, Igor? It worked perfectly. Igor?
I turn to look at Igor.
Dracula sees the door to the Bat Lab slam shut in the sound of the door locking.
Igor?
Dracula slowly turns to see Wilson right next to him. On the whiteboard, the word meow appears. I don't think it worked.
Oh, it worked perfectly.
Nice kitty?
Roll for initiative with disadvantage.
Due to the fact that we want to maintain an E rating, we won't be able to show or describe the events that transpired. But I'm pleased to announce that the Battle Lab will be out of commission for quite some time. After his... fatal?
He's already undead.
True. After his... sort of fatal encounter with the werepup, Dracula prepares for the turkey hunt in his study.
Thank you, Nurse Lich.
You're welcome, Master. But you know, you can just call me Liz.
Ah, now I've seen it all. A whiteboard, and now a lich flirting with a vampire. Buddy, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Should we tell him about the sword?
No. Let him enjoy his ignorant bliss. Bartender, I need a mug of your strongest beverage. You know what? Bring me the entire keg. I'm gonna need it.
Igor, fetch my hunting clothes.
Master, do you want the tights also?
Of course! The outfit doesn't work without them. These are hard to get on. Ugh. You got to be a man to wear tights, Igor. Come, Igor, it's time to go hunting.
Dracula and Igor leave the castle with a fat turkey in tow. They don't travel long before the werepup follows, by curiosity or because he wants to eat the fat turkey. The party arrives at the forest to hatch their evil plan on the unsuspecting hunters.
It is time, Igor. Today, we ruin the festival hunt. Give me the turkey.
As you wish, master.
I take the syringe of were juice and stab the turkey in the neck with the needle.
The turkey begins to grow. Its legs stretch and large claws appear. Its wings spread out and extend with spikes at the end. And where its beak once was, a large mouth with jagged teeth forms. Hearing the roar, the hunters seeing the turkey scream in terror and run away. All but one, that is. The lone hunter, Van, stands firm, drawing his crossbow.
Attack, my minion!
Okay, I need you to make an animal handling roll.
Shouldn't I have advantage?
Did you have it with Wilson?
Never mind. Ah, I need new dice.
Yeah, you do.
The wereturkey turns around, ignoring the fleeing hunters and Van, and eyes Dracula with a murderous glare.
Igor, perhaps my perfect plan needed some work. We should go. Igor?
Dracula turns to see Igor. Holy, for being 2,000 years old, he's very spry.
I didn't know he could move that fast either. And that's the second time today he's left me. I should be running too.
Yes, you should.
should.
Turkey charges you. Give me a dex save with disadvantage.
Ah,
The wereturkey knocks Dracula prone as it runs him over. Dracula attempts to rise as the wereturkey turns around to charge again. But before it can, a crossbow bolt strikes it hard in the side, and a shadowy figure jumps between Dracula and the beast. Die, monster! You shall not hurt this weak old man.
Hey, I'm not that old.
You're older than the Roman Empire, you knife-eared albino. Anyway, the turkey growls and charges Van. That's right. Come at me, you fiendish fowl. He fires another bolt at the charging beast, but it only grazes it. The wereturkey continues to charge. Van rolls out of the way, and Dracula's knocked down again.
Why didn't you protect me?
Why didn't you dodge, old man?
I don't like you, Van.
I don't care. I'm in the monster hunting business. I don't have time for niceties. Before Van can say another word, the wereturkey, out of nowhere, hits him in the side and sends him flying into Dracula, knocking them both to the ground.
Ah, my spleen!
The wereturkey stands over Dracula and Van, growling. Suddenly, from the bushes behind them, a large roar echoes through the forest. The wereturkey squeaks in fear and runs away. From the bushes, the werepup jumps out and chases after the turkey. Van gets up and chases after the both of them. Hey, come back here. I'm not done yet, you big gobbler.
I hope the werepup eats him. Stupid hat and all. Now, Where did my shoes go?
After searching long and hard, Dracula was only able to find one of his shoes. He returned to the castle, battered and bruised, to find Igor waiting for him.
Welcome home, Master. You've returned just in time for... What happened to your left shoe, Master?
Ah, I don't want to talk about it. And Igor, why did you leave me?
Apologies, Master. I had a turkey in the oven for supper.
I think I've had enough turkey to last a millennia.
As you wish, Master. I will dispose of the turkey. What happened after I left, Master?
Ah, the werepup chased away the turkey before it could hurt me more.
Oh, you mean Dennis, Master?
Dennis?
Yes, Dennis, the werepup from the pack in the forest.
Ah, he's quite the menace.
The Harvest Festival began later that day. The townsfolk gathered together to celebrate a new year of a successful harvest. They played music, sang songs, and enjoyed the entertainment and merriment. Many of the hunters told the tale of the wild beast in the forest and how Van fought to save them all. Van never brought up the fact that he didn't save them, and that in fact it was a small werepup from the forest named Dennis.
Hey, thanks for watching our first episode from our Halloween and Thanksgiving animated specials.
So 1v1 Me DM will be releasing all of our previous content on here and other podcast platforms every 2 weeks. New episodes will be uploaded as well once the podcast catches up to where our YouTube animation channel is.
Hope y'all have a great week and see you next time on 1v1 Me DM.